Hello, I'm Jessica, and my mom Jeanette. She's
Where's
still
that fall
gathering
leaf
stuff.
quilt? Is that in the back? That fall?
Yeah, it's on the table back there. She's still gathering her stuff. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So today is Quilty Chat, and so we just share projects from our sewing rooms. We each have 8 projects. So it's going to be some quilting, some cross stitch. Some of the things are older that we maybe don't even have in the shop anymore, or things that we've bought somewhere else that we'd like to work on and finish. So if we have the pattern, the book, or the kit here in the shop, we will tell you that, and you can call the shop or you can send us a message on Facebook if you'd like to purchase anything that we share with you and have. On Friday on Facebook at 9:30 in the morning, we do a live shopping. And so some of the things that you see here, if it's for sale, you'll find it on that Friday shopping. And we do that every week, and we have people shopping the replay all the time. So you can always go over there and watch that and shop the replays. It's just 30 minutes. So 30 items in 30 minutes, because we know you're busy and you got sewing to do. So we don't want to take up a lot of your time in that shopping. Okay, so we'll get started. You want to go first?
Okay, so this is what I had to go back and retrieve. This is the leaf quilt kit that we have in the shop, and it got quilted because I was on the back burner on our quilting.
Yes, I quilted it yesterday or the day before or something. I don't know. We're trying to get all the quilts done before we leave for Christmas break. So we've been...
People that had a rush was before me, because this is a store sample. But look at the quilting. It's, I think,
so
Baptist,
it's Baptist fan is what Mom picked, and I did it a little, I just did it the standard size. Sometimes Mom likes her stuff a little tighter, but it's a flannel back, so I don't think you should over quilt flannel backs. I don't know, it just makes it too heavy or something.
It's pretty heavy anyway, yeah. Anyway, so the kit is available. The pattern we still have.
Yeah, the quilting looks awesome in the video.
It really does. Yeah, I think it's cool. The binding that came with the kit is this, but you know, because I picked this blue.
Oh, I still like the orange though.
I don't know.
She may change her mind.
I changed my mind. Now I'm thinking maybe it needs to be more solid, since this blue plaid on the back and this would be orange plaid. It's like maybe too much plaid.
Maybe too much.
So anyway, that's my number 1. I hope to get binding picked up today and get to put that on while I am home. This is our last week here until January the 3rd, 2nd.
I think it's the 2nd is a Tuesday, so we'll be back that day, which I was noticing that our school, we usually kind of go with the school calendar as long as we don't have retreaters, but they don't go back till like the 4th.
Oh, no,
like on a Wednesday or something.
Thursday.
So anyway, but I think we'll come back on, that's what I
Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll come back on that Tuesday.
Because I think we have retreaters that weekend.
Okay, so my first thing is, I showed this last week, and I needed to get binding for it, but this is the Floss pattern. I brought the pattern.
There it is.
It's a Villa Rosa card pattern. It uses 16 fat quarters, so if you've ever bought a fat quarter pack from us, that'd be a great pattern.
No background or anything, just your fat quarters.
Yep, and it's a really quick sew.
I've made this one once, and I think Jessica's made it twice now.
I wasn't gonna stand up because I showed it last week, but now I feel like I should. So it's flannel fabrics. We are planning to show it on Friday on the live shopping, and a flannel back. So anyway, I picked out my binding and I made it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so
That's a big step to get it made.
Yes, so
pressed, ready to go.
Got it made, and it's on my little binding baby, so she's all ready to go.
And binding, when you pick a flannel to bind, it's really nice because it's soft in your hands the whole time, and it really does hide the thread in the back.
Yes,
because it's fluffier.
Does. Yeah, and the minky backing and a flannel backing, they really hide that stitch.
Thread, if that's concerning you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple cross stitch. So I'm doing the Christmas rose, and if you've watched us, I have picked 2. Well, first I was going to do 1 Christmas cross stitch for the whole month of December, and now I have 2 going, and that's it. No more. So this is the pattern Christmas rose, and I do have the pattern. I just made a working copy. So there it is, and I really didn't touch it much in a week. because I'm going to show you the one I did work on. Man, the sun is just really...
Yeah, the sun's really coming in on the
There
video.
it is. This is a 35 count linen lamb's wool, I believe. So it's not hand dyed, it's just that's the color of it. Okay.
Very
so
nice.
Keep working on that.
Yes, keep working on it. Okay, so my next one is, I showed this last week. I got it done. It's a little chicken cross stitch. So cute. We have the pattern in the shop, and I used DMC and hand dyed floss. But I thought I'm gonna make it into a pillow, and you got me this.
That'd be pretty.
Won't that be pretty on the back?
That'd be really pretty.
Yeah, it kind of dresses up the chickens.
Yeah, the sun again is not even a showing, appreciating your chicken.
Yeah. There.
We have to get us a blind.
Our curtain, maybe get a curtain that could swing across.
That cute. So that, yeah, that'd brighten it up, and it's got that red in his
So maybe in his comb, yes, not his
crown. I used to always say, they got a crown on.
Are you sure it's not crayon?
No, it's comb.
It's comb. It's like, well, I think crayon sounds better. Can we just change it?
Makes more sense to me.
We just changed the language. Okay, yeah, so I'm hoping over Christmas break I can get the little cute pillow made.
That's a possibility. Okay, so I said I had 2 Christmas going cross stitching, and I'm going to show you this one. So this is that Artfully Offerings pattern, same one Jessica, not the same pattern, but
Same
the same
designer.
designer. They do a lot of neat patterns.
I like how she does this. You're gonna see it on here. She does this line that makes it kind of look like a tea towel almost.
Kind of makes it look like a tea towel. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably better like that. Look at that sun in there. It's from this door, or is it from that window?
I think it's the door.
I think it's the door. So anyway, I've just been working on that one all week long, and I just love it. And look how I put all my little floss on a ring.
So organized.
Yeah, 3 of her DMCs, and then I really changed up these colors. So Carol, who works here, had already substituted the colors from what the pattern called for.
Where'd you get these?
I don't know, I just have them. They're little
Paper
floss holders,
yeah,
but they're actually made with I bought them somewhere, I don't know, and they were already in a little envelope, and they had, I think there's 10 of them. Because they're made out of like cardstock, I just feel like it's fine to write on them, because when I'm done with this project,
Yeah, they're gonna get worn out. Yeah.
All right, but let me show you my progress. Isn't it pretty? So I really brightened it up. I picked different floss
really
than
nice.
Carol did, because I just wanted.
Yeah, and you can't even appreciate how bright it is in the video, but it is pretty bright.
It is the hand-dyed turquoise, and then the hand-dyed reds. Yeah, it's really, really cool. That tiny little thing over here is the tail on the deer. Even that's gonna be a hand-dyed. So I just choose different colors, brighter, even than Carol did, and I will, you know, make sure when this is done that it has the substitute on the back, on like a library card.
Okay, so I've been working on, Mom bought me this when she was in Ireland, and last week I had made them and ironed some of them, and I just ironed a few more, so that's progress, right? I still have some to iron.
I'm telling you, when we come back every week, not every 2 weeks, it depends on how busy your week is. It's like, you know, maybe I got 5 hours
Doing
sewing
what I can do.
in 7 days.
And I
That's
was
all I got.
sick, so that was my excuse.
Yeah, that was
I'm all healed up now.
Yeah, now her husband's sick. He must experience it too.
Yeah, I sure did.
All right, so this is my 4th one. This is my Inkling quilt, and we do have the pattern in the shop, and we have a lot of 16 packs of fat quarters, and I just picked one that I liked, which happened to be English Garden by Laundry Basket. So I need to make 16 of these big blocks, and I think last week I had 8 done. Now I have 13 done. I only have 3 more to go.
Wow.
And this ought to go together really fast.
There's no sashing.
No sashing, no borders, just...
And the blocks have been pretty simple.
They have, but they still take about 40 minutes a piece. So there's a big one. And I changed the colors a little bit. They want you to use 3 colors for each block, and I chose to use 2. Well, I shouldn't, there's 3 counting the background, but they wanted you to use 3 different fat quarters. Anyway, the center of them, they wanted that to be a different color, and I thought, I kind of like it better with just they kind of tying into that braid look. I don't know if you want to see all of them, but
they're very pretty.
they are very pretty. I want to say they're 16-inch finished. And then I've just used a French General, I think it's called Plum background. I want to say that's like almost 3 yards of fabric maybe. That's with the 16 fat quarters. The pattern has, I think, 5 sizes. Look at that. This is going to be the large throw, which is 64 by 64. And since I don't like a square quilt, I'm sure I'll be adding some kind of maybe a little inner border and then a large border just on the top and bottom or something like that to make it more long. I know this is a lot of blocks, people, 13.
But you enjoy it, I'm sure.
I'm sure you're enjoying it, yes. So it's very traditional fabric, which is kind of different for me, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I showed this quilt that I had gotten done and I needed binding for it. So this pattern is called Lazy Goose and it's a really quick sew. It finishes 64 by 80, so it's good size, uses 10 fat quarters. So any of those fat quarter packs you got, you could use and have 6 left over.
And it's 64 by 80, it's a good size
It's
quilt.
big, yeah.
So you need your fat quarters in your background, and for this size, it's 2.5 yards of background.
And so I did an Essex linen background, and then the Flying Geese was a fat quarter pack. I don't know where it came from.
I think me.
I think Mom maybe got it for me. But yeah, it's just huge Flying Geese.
Yes.
Really quick. I mean, it'd be a quilt to spit out, you know, to give as gifts, donate. Really fast. But anyway,
fat quarters you just are hanging on to because you don't want to cut them up.
there's my binding. Won't that be a fun binding?
That will be a good binding on there.
So it's all done and ironed and on the little baby.
It's on the baby, just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you a quilt. We do have the book for this. This is in the book, what's it called? It's So Emma Simply Jelly Rolls.
Excuse me.
So I do have the book, but I did make just a working copy because I write on it. This is the custard quilt out of that book. The book I think is $19.99 or $21.99. Simply Jelly Rolls by It's So Emma, and it is a newer book because we haven't had it in the shop very long. But I had been hanging on to this jelly roll that I had bought somewhere else called Noel by Laundry Basket. So Noel's supposed to be Christmassy, but it's not over the top Christmas. But when I picked out the pattern, I was kind of torn with what background, and Letty approved of this one because I had narrowed it down a couple choices. But now,
I like it.
instead of 2 blocks, I have 5 done. Look at this green on there. So it takes basically 1 strip to make each one. I was going to show you what, like when you take a strip, this is all you have left by the time you make your block. And it only takes 31 strips, so you could easily pick out, you know, depending on what background you're choosing. So I picked out some of the more solid red ones because I picked a red solid background. But this is just a French General traditional red. So I have 5 done. It takes 30 to make that quilt. And when I was in, I think it was when I was in Charleston, when I bought this, I don't know, it's been a year ago. But I went ahead and bought the backing in that same line, and I just went ahead and got 5 yards. So now I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be enough. But guess what I found? I bought this too.
Oh,
isn't that pretty? So this goes with the line, Noel.
So you could maybe piece
I could piece it in there if I needed to, and then I'm thinking maybe I want to add a little border on it because this stuff is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
They had a couple of quilts done with the line of fabric when I was in there, and of course that's all it takes for me. It's like, oh, I love that fabric line.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty.
I'm gonna keep working on this. No, it doesn't really sell anything for the shop.
You can get the book.
You can
buy
get the book. But sometimes you just gotta sew things because you like them.
That's right. That's right.
Keeps it fun.
Yes. So the Star Trails, we did this as with our mystery rolls, which we are putting those together again. So I think when we come back in January, we'll probably have some new mystery
And we might find something out of this book.
Maybe, you just never know.
You never know
what we're gonna do. But anyway, Mom got hers done right away, and I just procrastinated mine. But I've been working on it now. So last week I had my strip sets done.
Oh, those are pretty.
This week I just have them trimmed up. So I mean that's progress, right?
Well, look at that stack. Wowzer.
So they're all trimmed, and my mystery roll was all oranges, pinks.
Yeah. And her background is a really neat Essex linen. Isn't
I
it?
didn't bring it, but yes, it's a really neat Essex
I think it's
linen.
called Natural.
Yep.
I think I was the one who put that together. Just so you know. I don't know. Carol and I, and even Clara got involved. She really enjoyed picking colors and putting them together. And
Yeah, so we had put together these bags, and I mean, Mom and I just picked a bag. We didn't know which one we were going to
we
get.
didn't open them. They were stapled shut.
They were stapled shut. No one cheated. And I certainly got colors that are fitting for me.
Yes, and I love mine. And if you get a chance to come to the shop, mine is hanging over the rail.
And if you're on our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, I've seen several of them done. So
I have too. I've seen several of them done.
I think we did really well picking out the colors.
I did too. Okay, so my next quilt I'm going to show you. Did I bring the pattern? Groove is in the heart. Just keep looking in the pile. So this is also a quilt kit I bought in Ireland, and that's been 2 years ago. So,
Gosh, has it already been 2 years?
I think so, because this past year's when we went to Italy. You know, on our Viking cruise. So anyway, this quilt finishes 77 by 85, and it's all these scrappy hearts. Now I have to say, when I got home, I had to add more scraps to it because I didn't have enough in there. But this is what they look like. This is my stack all done. When I showed it last, these were the hearts I had left to blanket stitch around, and I got them done.
Yay.
So there was 21 left to blanket stitch around, and then you just take these two halves and sew them together. That's what makes your heart. Easy peasy. So that is progress. I got the 21 finished. Now it's just putting these together, and I can start making rows with this.
Yay.
So I hope when we come back, I have so much done.
Me too. I'm going to plan to sew a few hours every day.
Yeah.
And maybe like an 8-hour day here and there.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get in your room 6 hours, you know, sometimes I don't even get in there until after lunch. But if I can stay there from 1 to 5 or 12:30 to 5:30, it seems like I get so much done.
Yeah. Okay, so we are doing Fab Farm as a block of the month, and last week I had showed I had 2 little sheep done, so I have 2 more sheep to make, but they're all cut out, and then I have the chickens, the goats, the bees, and the sunflowers, and I'm done. So I'm gonna do the chickens next. I'm hoping to get them cut out. This is all you get to see because I don't have anything cut or made. But yeah, these are the chicken fabrics. The background is this blue.
Again, follow us on Facebook because there's a lot of people. I don't know what do you have, 32 people doing that with you as the block of the month?
I don't know, quite a few, but it's full, so don't get too excited.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. We have the book or the
We
pattern.
have the book, and we do have this background fabric, so you could do your own, you know, pick your own colors.
Because it's very scrappy.
But anytime we do an Elizabeth Hartman block of the month, you really ought to sign up because people are always like, oh, I wish I would have signed up for that. And it fills up really fast.
Really fast. And you think, that thing is so tedious, but
it's nice because it all comes packaged, you know.
you don't have to pick out all them zillion colors.
Now this is the first time that it's been like this. This was really easy one to cut. I don't know if she does her other ones like this, but like the birds, you know, I had to pick out each individual bird and roll them all up.
This one was a little easier than that.
Yes, this one was a little easier to put together, but.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a block of the month that I'm doing, and December is the final month on it. And I don't have December done, but I have all the months except December, and December is the very last row. So it's a row along. I called it a block of the month, but it's a row along. Went on for 9 months, so the last one I have is this garland here at the bottom. And I keep showing the package because I need to finish it.
It's staying on our list.
And I have all the other ones, the rows, pinned up next door. So I took a few of them down this morning. I need to get them all down. And wouldn't that be a good goal too?
Yeah, I mean, once you get that row done, it will go right together.
It'll go right together. I mean, there's a little sashing between the rows, and then it looks like you put a border.
And you may have to add a little to
I may
the
have to
rows
square them up
too.
as we go, which means I will add a little fabric.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, for
Basically,
sure.
all the rows have to come together. This is another little flower one. I love the house one. That was one of my favorite ones with the big hearts in the middle.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yes.
I need to make a list. I'm not a list maker, but I'm going to have 2 weeks off. I
That's
need to
exciting
make a
that
list
Mom's making a list.
and
I am a
stay
list
focused
maker.
and just get start with on the list the things that I have closest to being done, and work on them as I go down.
Yes. Okay, so the bunny, Elizabeth Hartman bunny, I really like this stuff. I've been babying this thing around for 2 years probably.
Fold, unfold.
Yes, so anyway, I did a few more bunnies, so. But they're so cute.
Yeah, they are so cute.
So I use lawn fabrics for the bunnies. The background is an Essex linen. I think it's called Eggplant. And they are just the cutest.
I don't know how many. Do you have any idea how many you gotta make?
No.
Just keep making.
I haven't counted.
Because I think she's doing the lap size, so.
Yeah.
I think it offered several sizes.
Well, they have the small quilt. Maybe I'll just do the small quilt.
41 by 58.
But it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It takes 12.
I thought maybe because of the fat 8s.
The large quilt maybe takes 20.
But I mean, you probably have 8 done. Maybe more than that. It's so noisy out there.
I have 8, so I could do the small one.
But then you only have
41 by 58. It could just be like a, wall hanging kind of thing. Hang it up at Easter.
Well, you'd have to love the baby you give it to. 41 by 58.
I would have to love the baby a lot.
And see how the little one, they've kind of off-centered? Each row is a little bit off-centered, which is kind of cool looking. Because I think the large one maybe is this one. Well,
they're off-centered too.
The large quilt's 51 by 71. I think she'll just keep going.
Make it big. Go big or go home. Yeah, anyway.
They are really cute.
I'd like to get that done.
You don't have extra fabric in there, do you? It's all at home.
Yeah, it's all at home.
I'm saying, you don't, maybe you are done because you don't have any more fabric.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to share is the little ghost quilt. I think I shared it last week. We have the book called, what's it called? Just Little Ghost?
The Little Ghost Quilt, or the little something or other. The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt.
I knew it was something. The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. We have the book.
We showed it on our live shopping last week, sold several. So we have the book. The book is really cute. The illustrations are,
and
really
the whole
nice.
storyline is really cute. Anyway, we kitted it just like it looks in the book in the illustration. So blues and taupies.
We sold a lot of these. So
sold a lot of these. But I have the little kit to make, and it ought to be easy peasy. It's 5-inch squares, really I'm cutting all them strips into 5-inch squares. And then you're making the eyes, which is not going to be difficult, but so put that on my list, but it'd have to go down low because I haven't even started. It's still in a package.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a little cross stitch. I finished the chicken, so then I'm like, okay, I got to finish this one before I start on a new one.
And there's so many new ones that we
there's
get in
just
all
new
the
ones
time.
every day, and I really don't want to have 20 cross stitch things. So anyway,
Yeah, I have several now.
I've been stitching a little bit.
Very cute.
Anyway, that's it.
Okay, so I think we both have went through our 8 items.
All right, well, we will see you Friday for live shopping.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Saturday is our last day here in the shop until January. So if you were going to come see us before Saturday.
Yes.
Because we are going to be closed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss how we're going to do live shopping because if we won't be here to answer the phone.
Yeah, but you'll just have to order either in the videos or send us a message because I planning on doing it. So anyway, we'll discuss that. All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.